Greetings one and all to Galactic Science. This is another hour of, I suppose, streaming of said dubious quality, as I'm just pretty much trying to suss out all my settings and such. I'm definitely suffering. My tree farm's suffering for a little bit. I'm hoping that eventually this tree chop will actually get to the stage of just giving saplings. I might just go down and grab some bone meal. Anyway, let's go have a look around at the base as it stands right now. Of course, if you did miss it, I did stream quite a bit of Galactic Science on the weekend, so the base has definitely changed since last time. Now, I've had a few, a mishap or two, a few meteors decided to land very, very close to the base. As you can see, the floor has now been taken up by oak leaves. The only reason I'm doing that is to stuff this room as many as I can, just basically to keep my bubbler distributors going. Now, I have one bubble distributor here. I'll just turn that on, the visibility on to start off with, which is giving me nice breathable air all around here. And I have a second one suspended from this room to keep most of this area pretty much all supported with oxygen. So my oxygen tanks while I'm working in the workshop area is not quite as critical as it has been. I am currently running off of hydrogen and carbon in my huge bank of Stirling generators. Seems to be doing okay, although my tree farm is decidedly suffering right about now. Don't know what's going on with the saplings. It shouldn't really be sucking all the saplings in there, but I may have actually had a bit of a suffering with basically sapling loss. So hopefully, well, currently we've got more than enough power. So that's okay. We're not hurting for that. Let's see what's going on here. I've really got to get a bubble distributor out this way. But as you can see, I've got an electric compressor, got a few more compressors, and as you may have noticed, there was a landing craft outside at the start of the stream. And let me see what else was out there. Oh, that's right. And well, basically the lunar module. I have gone to and from Mars. Now, what does that give me? Let's just turn this visible bubble off. That gives me, after a wee spot of mining, a few resources, and one very important resource, and that is this unrefined dash. We take this dash is pretty much the backbone of everything within Ender.io in this pack. So if I click on dash, that's the ingot. We can make atmospheric valves. Okay, there is a few bits and pieces to go within Galactic Craft itself, but it is also the backbone of some of the Ender.io machinery, and also seemingly blood magic. A Dalakium ingot. Okay, so okay, so we might be encountering Daleks at some point or another. Let me see. Convection powered grinder. So you need that for a bit of a power grinder. Modular storage. The modular systems, I hear, are not probably going to be staying within Galactic Craft, so I'm not actually going to spend a lot of time into that. And also, is pretty much pivotal in machine chassis, and also fusion walls as well. That's just the shape crafting. Ingot compressor, of course, will give us compressed dash, and that's about it. So basically, the machine frames is the core things that we need. It seems as though the mod pack does revolve around Ender.io, which I've had plenty of experience with, so it should be okay. Now, I've also got brought back a good amount of Mars stone. The one reason I've actually got this in the furnace, well, basically it was cobblestone to start off with. You smelt it down, you get the Mars stone. Now, with this Mars stone, you can refine the Mars stone, even the Mars surface rock, with a 1% chance to drop dash ore. So you're getting a little bit extra. So what I'm going to be doing is just moving this, well, let's put it in the hopper, take this gravel out, and it'll start supplying the dash ore. I still have yet to hook up a supply of silicon to this crafting of redstone. I am basically getting really short on that. Let me see, what else have I got going? That's about it currently. So there's only one thing really left to do, and that is to get myself an alloy smelter. And basically start to refining this dash. And with the alloy smelter will give me many good things. Namely, speed upgrades. That is one thing I really do want. Actually, no. The one thing I really do need is capacitors. Mainly, double layer capacitors. That's the one thing I really do need right now. So I've got all this power being generated. That's great, it's fantastic. However, I can't store a lot of it, and I could really be making more power out of the machines that I do have. God knows how I'm going to get down to that middle bank of Stirling generators. So that is the main focus for today, is the alloy smelter. So that's enough dash ingots to get me... Ooh, actually yes. I may have to... I do have well, not even a sizable amount of iron now. As you can see, I have a bit of a not really construction, it's more of a processing facility here. Something's not right. Something is not right in Kansas. Why did that ore go in there and not in here where it should be? I don't know. Something's definitely not right there. I had these filters actually... I thought I had these filters working for me, but something's going horribly wrong. So let's go down and check the... Okay, I can see now that the... Okay, is it an ore? Let's go check. Now, it's ex nihilo, it's broken copper ore. Maybe it's bypassing on the sheer fact I've actually given a lowercase letter. So we'll just change that to an uppercase broken. And that still hasn't done anything. Now, we're still getting the flint and such down there. Whitelist. Or, what I could do is change the filter to the other way around. Is change, take that, put the filter there, and go broken with a wildcard and blacklist that. So now, broken ore will not allowed to be going through here. And now it's going to the area where it should go to. Ingenious. Took a little bit of figuring out. There's a little bit of bouncing around, but it does seem to work, so that's good. Excellent. So now all my ores are now starting to get processed like they should. I'm also going to need the one thing that's really limiting me right now is my hammers are pretty much, how would you say, slow. Now, looking at my live stream, I'm currently, to me, although I don't know whether it's actually on the live stream it is coming through, I did tweak my settings so I don't drop the gamma adjustment on the game itself. So I apologize if it's a little dark. I will be rechecking this stream after everything is said and done and doing some adjustments after that. I'm still in the throes of pretty much getting everything perfect so I can record. Well, not even record, just straight live stream for an hour a day and just come in, do my episode and go out again of whatever I choose to do so. It saves me time, but with the there is a bit of a downside to that, is that folks from anybody in the under the Gemma jurisdiction under copyright, they're unable to chat in live stream. So I do apologize for that. I do stream this particular pack on the weekends on twitch.tv/Raetac, of course, just to give the other folks in those countries a chance to basically participate in a live stream event. Right, so that's happening. So, what? Oh my. Okay. Problem number 2. This is another reason why I want this alloy furnace, and sooner rather than later. So I've got a list of things to do. Namely, well, I'll take a stack of coal out of here and stick it in the furnace and get that happening. I really do need... Well, I've got a good amount of iron dust that needs to be processed. So I'm going to take that out, just so it'll start forcing that to take the iron ore through, because I need that iron. I really do need that iron. But the one thing I really do need right now is the alloy smelter, because that's pretty much what I'm going to be putting in right here. And then I can export back out to there, no issues. So, right. Now, the first things first, gold nuggets, of course. The copper ingot. Yay, capacitors. I'm not even sure if this is part of the quest, or part of a quest. Going up in the world, high-tech rocket science. I'm nowhere near even getting to tier 3, so I'm not even going to worry about that. More power. This is another chain that goes through a lot of the power side of things. I could get this trash can. Trash can could be very useful, but I'm not doing that quite yet. Stars Align, Stargate, Minecraft. This, or you only get if you get to Venus. Getting to Venus, I think you actually need a tier 3 rocket. Now, why do all the work? What's in here? Speed upgrades and also Ender IO with the, what's it called? I know what it's called. Item conduit, that's right. So, we've got to... This really could do with a few more quests. I mean, the quest book's for, like, kind of short. If you know what I mean. Basically, we've got to the stage where we've done most of the quests there. I think maybe there's like expanded quest lines through here, perhaps. I don't think so. Although, by the looks of things, 8 quests in total. Okay, well there's other quests here that I haven't got anywhere near looking at. Diamonds and pearls. Yeah, I could do that. Magnesium carbonate, really? In the end, we'll get some nether quartz dust. Well, that's actually fairly easy to get. At the moment, it's pretty much... They could do with like some quests revolving around the Ender IO. Like, gain a capacitor, or I don't know, some pretty basic things, you know? But at the moment, we're just pretty much toying around right now. But that's my personal opinion anyway. But on to the alloy smelter. Okay, we need one machine frame. So I've got the dash and I've got the capacitor, I just need some iron bars. Which I happen to have right here. Alright, we'll take our dash, lovely dash that it is. Our basic capacitor, and hang on. Don't quote me on it, but I think it is not like that. I always tend to forget a recipe halfway through actually gathering everything for it. Right. Now, again, I'm really hoping that the actual quality of this is actually not too bad. I'm just going to actually just check this. I might just up the gamma a little bit. Like such. So it will brighten it up a little bit. At least I hope so anyway. So, right, now we've got that. Now we just have to make our alloy furnace. So I will need 3 furnaces. Like such. I will definitely be making another. Well, actually, really should consider making 2. Let's see, cobblestone. Not a lot of cobblestone there. I got some cobblestone in here. It's kind of curious what it is actually doing here. Ah, well, not to worry. Moving along. So we'll get enough for another. Okay, that's enough for 2. Okay, so I just need to make another capacitor. Definitely running very low on redstone. And I do have the gold nuggets to create more. Not the chassis. The copper ingot. Redstone. Right. Now I'm hoping I'll... Well, I'm going to take all the iron that I've got. So I'm just basically going to make an alloy smelter to help process my ores that I'm getting now. And then I'll have a secondary one so I can do other miscellaneous bits and pieces. So just another machine chassis. Which means I need... Whoops. More iron bars. Now, let's see if I can't get this right. Nope, apparently not. Like such. Okay, I got the iron. What do I feel like I'm missing? Ah, the crucibles. So I'll need 2 of those. 2 of those, 2 of those, 1, 2 of them. And there we have it. 2 of our alloy smelters. Excellent. And hello to Riversand, who has joined us for the live stream. I'm doing very well today. And my wife's doing much better, thank you for asking. There's a few episodes over the weekend that unfortunately did shorten some live streams. But she's doing quite better, thank you for asking. Right, now... I've definitely got a few bits and pieces that are floating around here that I really need to grab. Right. Now, that hopper, don't need that anymore. Right. Now, here comes the fun part. As soon as I put this alloy smelter down, I'm going to have to rush around to the back. Well, actually, I don't even have to do that. Place it down. As That's getting the sand. We'll go for alloys as well. Right. And shut off any possibility that I will actually get power in here. Or getting items, I should say. Power is what I need. And I happen to have... What was that? Don't know. Right, so that's power, power, and right, now we have power. I think I know what was happening. The hammer was actually giving me particle effects. So I wonder if do we have any moon? Oh, good, we got some moon rock lying about. Excellent. I just want to fill in this hole. Yep, definitely particle effects happening from that hammer. Alright, so there we have it. Alloy smelter doing its job. Very slowly, mind you. Although, now, I have to configure this to output. I will take alloys. I will not say no to alloys. I will probably get some sooner rather than later. So that's going to export everything out to the chest. And there we go. No need to worry about how would I say? Okay, let's go put that in the output. I'm just trying to think of what possible alloys that I could probably get. Probably not many, if at all. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take out these jabber barrels here, and we'll use this area as, or I don't know, maybe just a little bit of a crafting area. I definitely have to fix that, get a bubble going around this area, because I am seeming to spend a lot of time here. So I'll just put that in there like such. Alloy smelter, and boom. Right, so we're going to be using that to make alloys, should we need them. So what's next on the list? Pretty much, I need to get this other thing sorted. Namely, what I'll need to do is take some of this silicon dioxide that I'm making and pretty much take it apart and recombine it so I get moon turf. I've got more than enough oxygen. This is going to be the problem. Yeah, electrum is the only thing that Riverside can think of for alloys. I don't think we actually can get electrum here. There's no thermal expansion. And welcome to Supercrack. Welcome to the live recording. Electrum. No electrum in this pack. So there's no thermal expansion. There's no risk of even getting those alloys, I suppose. So no risk of actually getting any different alloys. Still, it's not too bad. So I suppose, right, I don't need that filter again, so I might actually find somewhere for that. Perhaps in there. Will do. Right. Now I suppose what we can do, what's that? Arterian. Now, what I do need to do, I really do need some more of that redstone. Redstone is going to be a priority, and I'm going to need to do it done soon. What I'm waiting on is iron. So that's starting to come through. I am getting a little bit of a problem with jabber barrels at the moment too. So what I need to create is another, not molecular, disassembler. I'm not even sure what they're actually even called. I'll just type in Minechem and surely I'll be able to find the machine. Chemical Decomposer, that's the one. This thing just sucks up iron. Oh, I need 8 pieces of redstone. Ooh. I don't quite have enough. So I'm just going to pop over here, see if I got any extra. Okay, I got a stack of silicon, so that's good. I can shove that into the thing, just checking. Oh, I am... Okay. There is definitely a problem. Now I'm just going to blacklist everything. I need those logs to go into the disassembler that's actually supplying my power, because I cannot basically sit by and have, for some reason my tree farm's just basically going extinct. I don't know why. Although the maybe it's also due to the fact that I'm actually not getting many saplings either. Well, that should help. I keep the wood going back into that decomposer. Alright, it's a bit of a... yeah. It's a bit of a problem keeping everything powered right now. It's a bit of a push and pull type situation. I can say on the other hand that I'm actually not wasting my hydrogen and carbon. It's getting used quite quickly, or quicker than I can use it. Okay, so basically getting back to getting that dust happening. So we'll just move that out there. So we'll get some turf happening. It's going in there. Also, what I could do is actually take that filter, if I remember where I left it, and shut off. That's extracting. It shouldn't matter too much as long as I keep that that sieve actually full of moon dust. Keeping it full of moon dust, that's going to be the real trick. So, okay, now we're getting some redstone coming through, so it's good. I just need 8 pieces. There we go. 8 pieces. All done. So I'll get rid of that. Well, I'll just dump that in the chest. Gonna probably have to do a little bit of a sorting episode. Probably that'll happen on the weekend where Morphe just tears her hair out and just screams at me for not keeping things organised. So we'll just take a little bit of cobblestone. We're gonna need some wood also. Actually, I need more cobblestone than that. 1 piece double. That'll give me more than enough. And the wood... Well, actually still got some in there, so that's good. So I need 8 pistons. I don't think it's going to be... Oh, that's perfect. Couldn't even... Oh, that's even just as perfect as well. Couldn't have got that more right even if I tried. Alright, so that's pistons. Now a block of iron. Like such. And we get the atomic manipulator. And now for the decomposer, which is also a piece of redstone. Ooh. There we go. The 1 piece. Nice. So it's 1 piece. There we go. Iron ingot. And our second decomposer. Now this decomposer I'll be putting... What I should do is pretty much going to be decomposing the silicon dioxide that I'm making out of here, and we'll be putting it straight back into... I could actually put it straight into that funnel, or Yeah, extract it and put it in the back of the... I can't really put it in the back, there's a power cable in the way. I'll have to think about that. Or whether I just move that barrel itself and that hopper and do something different. Just have to find my dolly wherever I left it. I did a mass clean out of everything when I went to Mars. And I don't know where I left everything. That dolly's around here somewhere. So as soon as I find that, I'll be able to move that barrel, put it where it needs to go, and then I can get everything else set up. I also recall... no, definitely not there. Dolly. Oh, there's some more redstone that I seem to have misplaced. Where would I left that dolly? I can put that in there for a starter. Because that is actually quite crucial. It's not in my pack, so that's good. Definitely not there, not there. Definitely not in that chest. And definitely not in that one either. Definitely not in that chest. Well, there's the other way we can search for this. Especially for the blind people like myself. And it's right there. Aye. I swear, sometimes if things aren't actually really highlighted for me, I would never see them. So that's moved. I'll put the decomposer on the top here. So that it hasn't got power, so we'll have to figure that out. Run power up through there like that. Oh no, it already has power. Had power from the top. So I can just get rid of these. I'm just trying to think whether these things are actually very particular about where they have items put into them. I've got a feeling the answer to that is yes. They will want actually the things to be put in the top. So I can't do what I've just done. Well, there's another way around this. I can put it in the top. Right, okay. Have to go catch that. And I'll put that pretty much right here. Still won't take things from the side. I don't have a stick on me, unfortunately. I just need to go track down some transfer pipes. Now those I've seen recently. At least I thought I had anyway. I will need a... oh yep, they're in my inventory again. I will need these other items, however. So that... go in like that. Now it's decomposing those down. Then I take this transfer node there, and what I can do is just place this oxygen somewhere else, at least for the time being. Like that. And we'll take that hopper away. And add transfer node up and over. I can see a problem. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I can see a problem actually. Huh. The problem is that these things are going to connect. So one problem with... actually, I know what I can do. I still can use these. However, we'll use something else. Or... I move this... is that cable... Or I move that cable. Because that cable is running to over there to power that. I'm going to need to shift this cable this way. Just over so I can go straight up. Bit of fiddling around with wire work, but it's not too bad. I just have to leave that. There we go. So everything's still good. Now we can... Don't know where I was going with that. Actually, what I could do is... sugar. This is not the way I wanted it to happen. Definitely not the way I wanted it to happen. It's a little bit too crowded, unfortunately. Definitely a little bit too crowded, unfortunately. And that's actually filled with a lot of stuff, so... Alright. New plan. And that's not including getting stuck. Definitely new plan. Got to think about this. So that, I need stuff going in through the top. Need to basically clear some of this oxygen out also. So what I can do is just use some of the silicon that I've just made and convert that straight into the turf. How the hell am I going to do this? If I break this, it's going to have a lot of stuff go flying everywhere. In fact, that's pretty much what I'm going to have to do. And we'll just have to clean that up afterwards. So we'll go for a hopper. Place that there. basically move all that. There we go. Take the Decomposer. Now that quite hasn't got power, so that's fine. What I'm going to do is take a transfer node up. That could be a problem. Unless I find a stick. Very, very quickly. And there we go. Do the same. Right, now we're cooking with gas. There, done. And while we're at it, I can just let's decomposing that. Why is it? Ah, I see what's going on. Just combine that in there. You have to run some power somehow. Actually, I know exactly how. Just gotta... let me see. We'll run power up through here and through there also. It's a bit of a mess, but we've got to fix it. And we've got a lot of stacks of everything everywhere. Let's move that. Collect all the oxygen, the silicon. Awesome. And once we get this pretty much cleared out, this other silicon dioxide can go back in there. And then hopefully find some more cable around the place. Because that's the next problem, really. Is the fact that this Decomposer and the crafter doesn't have power to it. Now, hopefully we might be able to find some somewhere. If not, I'll have to craft some. And that I don't have the ability to right now. I just have to go grab some wool. Grab a little bit of sustenance. I thought I had more wool around the place. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I do. Is that enough? No, I don't think so. I'm going to have to go out and go grab some. Or I might be very, very lucky. It's enough for 6? Oh, excellent. Yes, I am very lucky. There we go. So we've got some power there. I could actually... either way I go, I'm going to be using 2 pieces of cabling. And I'm not going to get around it, so... I think I will just go up here. We'll try anyway. There we go. Alright. Awesome. So now that crafter is going to be getting the silicon and oxygen it's from the Decomposer. And then we should be able to get straight moon turf all the time. Every time. Excellent. What am I going to do with the rest of this oxygen? I've got no idea. I'm sure I'll find something. But I'm definitely going to be... actually, the moon turf itself is actually silicon trioxide. So eventually, I will start running low on it. At least I hope so anyway. When it gets to that stage, and I get an excess amount of silicon, I can just hopper some of that in. So these barrels are probably going to be needed at some point or another. Why are you not facing the right way? Oh, it's probably due to the way it's been configured. I don't have the ability to turn this particular barrel. Right, let me see. So that's that. Awesome. Constant supply of moon turf. Means redstone for days. And I've got the ability to turn this on and off. Probably I could have a lever in that. So why? Okay. Perhaps a hopper is not the best method of extraction. Perhaps I should actually grab a transfer node, maybe? I don't, or either a relocator. Could try with a relocator, actually. And see how that goes. I have told that pipe that it's not allowed to connect to anything. Ah, excellent. That will probably would be better. So we'll take an extraction module. And place that there. There we go. And also now it's actually saying it's stuffed, it can't go any faster. Yeah, I suppose... Okay, now I suppose I'm at the point where everything is pretty much stopped due to the fact that this sifter cannot go any faster. Which is fine. So how are we going down here? Still need to get that double layer capacitor. I suppose we could try and get that. Oh, actually my oxygen is running a little bit low. I better actually go fix that. I think that'll be a project for another time. Make another oxygen bubble distributor down in that little area, because I do spend a lot of time down there. Let me see. Any spare tanks in there? Doesn't look like it. Still running low. Oh, what is gives with the trees? Better go up and actually check that. Oh. Well, let's go have a look. We've got enough saplings up there, so that's a good sign. Just the doesn't look like the rest of the everything else is going where it should be. Namely, that's got to go in there. Alright, so everything's going pretty swimmingly. Now, the next thing that I should get, I suppose, another sieve would be nice. Getting a good amount of redstone again. Glowstone, not so bad. Could do a little bit more gunpowder, but here, okay. I'll move that out of the way as well. Alright, that's stuffed. Just have to wait it out, I guess. Right, so next goal is pretty much going to be the next thing, is what to do next. Could do with some a bit more sorting. That's for sure. Let me see. What's next in the Ender IO side of things? I suppose I could go and do that double capacitor, actually. Now I've got everything, or even a capacitor bank. That would be nice too. Double layer, still need double layer capacitors. So now we need to make an energetic alloy, which is gold, glowstone, and redstone. Aha! Not getting a lot of gold, unfortunately. Now, what's a good source of gold? Right, that we go back to Mars and we start mining the crap out of it. Actually, I just remembered. The best thing for automatic mining, or the only thing for automatic mining in Galactic Science, is pretty much progressive automation. That's the only thing we could actually use for mining. Could be something to look into. We only got that stack of gold though. I'll take that. And we'll get ourselves some energetic alloy. Whoops. Didn't need to get 2 stacks. There we go. And that's going to cook away on its own. Now while we're waiting for that, let's just check these speed upgrades. There is one actually for a quest. So redstone alloy, which is redstone, and silicon. Silicon is made in a sag mill from a redstone or even sand. Sand is fairly easy to make. That's about the only way we can do it, is with sand. But first we actually need a sag mill. I suppose that's the next thing to probably make. Now a sag mill, if I remember rightly, is fairly easy to construct. Another machine chassis, which we'll need those for. So again, 2 pieces of redstone, 1 alloy ingot, and I don't have enough nuggets by the looks of things. Oh no, I've got plenty. Here we go. Excellent. So there. I know the mod pack creators were toying with the idea of perhaps putting in applied energistics. I would not say no. Some people would have an aversion to that. It's a fairly reasonable construction type thing, but it, I suppose, is kind of overused in a certain extent. But yeah. To be honest, I've actually only really just started using applied energistics myself, and I do quite enjoy it. It seems to be quite a lot of fun. Right, a little bit of wood. There we go. A transfer node to pull out full air canisters. Oh yeah, an item filter, perhaps. That would be a good idea, actually. I'll just put this sag mill together, and we can look at that. How much are we going for time? Oh, it's almost about time to wrap up, unfortunately. Maybe a project for next time. So we'll get our sag mill happening. There's that, the piston, and oh bollocks. The raid was definitely quite a lot of fun. Thanks, Stephen, or it was also known as Logical Paradox on YouTube. If you're into YouTube videos, do go check out Logical Paradox. He'll probably post again in the follow-up video. If you'd like to have a look at his videos, I do recommend them. Take a little bit more iron. Yeah, unfortunately you've decided to pop in at the tail end of the stream. Just basically these are streamed episodes for pretty much people to consume on YouTube. Actually, what am I doing? That's wrong. My sag mill. There you go. Ta-da! Progress! Progress in galactic science. So there's that. And I suppose I'll just basically go around and synthesize up some sand at some other point. But thank you everybody for joining me. Thank you for coming along to watching live. Those watching live, I shall post something somewhere. I really need some form of forward notification. Maybe Twitter. Yes. I'll tell you what. I'll start being a little bit more active on my Twitter account, twitter.com/Raetac. And I'll post up a link of a countdown for the next live stream. So if you want to catch the next live recording, I'll put that up in the next, I don't know, couple hours, and you'll be notified. Basically, you work out your time schedules and how that goes. What's next for tomorrow? I don't know, maybe a little bit of ferret business, perhaps? Oh, not a Twitter user? Well, to be honest, neither am I. I'm pretty slack when it comes to my Twitter. Let me see, what is, yeah, probably ferret business. Sounds like a good idea. Roleplay one day, not quite so serious roleplay the next. Seems like a good idea. Alright folks, thank you all for joining us for the live stream, and thank you all for the people who do come to watch the episode later and spend the half an hour or the hour watching my little ranting and raving and doing stuff and putting up with my dubious quality. I will be checking the quality of this video afterwards and hopefully making some adjustments.